Oh man, just got out of the gym, and of course, I seen something in the gym.
Something in your closet
that I just
radio
that I just gotta talk about. Listen, I was listening to a trainer explain something to one of his clients. And like I say, I tend to stay in my lane. But of course, you know, as a personal trainer, let me do something here. Just not seeing that my phone had stopped because Bluetooth was connected. Back to what I was saying. Me being a personal trainer, when I see certain things, now of course I didn't say anything to his particular client because that's not my client to say anything to. But they were talking about rep ranges, and they was talking about how muscle is made. Okay, let's break this down. I want you guys to understand something. When you come to the gym, you're coming to the gym to beat your body up. That is stress on the body. I don't care if you're doing muscular training or hypertrophy training, or if you're doing strength training. It's still putting stress on the nervous system. You're still attacking the fight, flight response of the nervous system, okay? That will give you the adrenaline to move the weight, all right? That will increase your heart rate. Okay. But all that being said, when you are training, okay, you're causing micro tears in the muscle. Okay, you're essentially tearing the muscle down, right? You're building, you're beating the muscle up. Okay, it is the micro trauma that you cause to the muscle, the little tears in the muscle, that's going to require recovery and rest for the muscle tissue to grow back stronger. I don't care what rep range you use. I would prefer you do volume, because volume over intensity, they're both are the same. However, the more volume you do, the more tears you will cause into the muscle. Safe tears, now risking injury when you go heavyweight. But any rep range is going to build some type of muscle. If you're just training for strength, the muscle will come on a lot slower. If you're training for hypertrophy, and if you're doing high reps with a moderate weight and you got the right intensity, the muscle gains will come on faster, assuming you're doing the proper rest, recovery, and getting the nutrition that you need. It matters if you're getting rest. It matters if you're keeping your stress levels low, and it matters what type of food you're giving your body to help build that muscle tissue. You just need to understand you need to be in a calorie surplus, but the more of a surplus you are in, the higher your protein intake, the faster you're going to put on muscle, assuming you're getting the rest you need and you keep your stress levels low. Because once you come out the gym, the cortisol hormone is going to be very high. Why? Because you literally just beat up your body. You put it through trauma. You put the nervous system through a stressful event. Therefore, the body is going to need time for the cortisol and all that to come down. And that comes down with rest and watching you stress. What the personal trainer was telling the client was, you just need to train muscles built in the gym. And then you need to go home and you need to get in protein. That's not how it really works. And that's not me being facetious. That is me telling you the fucking truth. You have to eat. A lot of people worry about counting calories. You just need to eat. You need to eat some fucking food, okay? You need to make sure you're getting in a lot of protein. It can be as a 0.5 gram per pound of body weight if you want to put on lean tissue over a long period of time and not risk putting too much fat in your diet. And run the risk of being in a major surplus, or you can try to match it 1 gram per pound of body weight. So for me, I'm 165, that means I need to get about 170 grams of protein to assure that I'm getting adequate amount of protein. If you do the lower end of the protein, it's just gonna take long for you to build muscle. That's all that means. It's just like loading creatine. If I load creatine and I take the recommended 5 milligrams of creatine a day for about 30 days, the body would then be fully saturated with creatine. If I decide to want to load it up quick and take 15 milligrams of creatine a day, that's 3 scoops of creatine a day for a week, the body would be loaded within a week. So it's the same with protein. It's the same exact fucking thing, okay? That is the building block for muscle, protein. But you gotta sleep. You gotta manage stress. You can't do too much cardio. Because you do too much cardio, you run the risk of being in a deficit. And if you're depleting your sugar stores and all that for the body to use for energy, right? Your ATP stores for muscle movement, adenosine triphosphate, if you deplete that, plus you deplete all your sugar stores in your muscles, even your sugar stores, and you don't really have no body fat on you, the body would then turn to muscle to convert that muscle into usable energy. The body is very fucking smart. It doesn't want you to use all your sugar stores. It wants you to reserve some of that for later use of energy. You can move. That's why sugar is necessary. But you get through good forms of carbohydrates, not just eating sugary shit like Oreo cookies. You want to eat like vegetables, fruits. There's a difference in that sugar molecule. So you have to understand, training is getting the body ready to adapt to what you're putting it through so you can grow as you get better versed in your training. Okay, I seen a lady today. She's a bodybuilder, an older black lady. She's probably her late 40s, early 50s, and she was teaching one of her buddies how to do the middle rows. First time I ever seen a female teaching a John middle row. That's when you take a T-bar, put it in the corner, a barbell like a T-bar row, but you put it in the corner and you're roaring one arm at a time. You can hit it from different angles, right? It's probably one of the best upper back builders, especially for the shoulder area, for the rhomboids, the infrasternal muscle, your teres minor, your teres major, your suprasternal muscle, all these muscles up here that we tend to not train. That is a great unilateral exercise to build that muscle area up. And it's also good for the lats as well. You know, we can press around the world, do that type of stuff, but the middle row, the John Meadows row is the real deal. You know, Mountain Dow, late great Mountain Dow, John Meadows invented that type of row. And I seen her teaching it. She was teaching it right. And she was explaining better to the female what's going to happen as you train. Start light. You have to start light. I made the mistake in being worried about what people might think about me lifting lightweight, so I would lift heavy. My foundation had a weakness in it. Yes, I was getting strong. I'll get strong real quick. But my ligaments, my tendons, the muscles, god damn, okay, I'm flying through here. Yo, stabilizer muscles that a lot of people don't train to help stabilize yourself, wasn't getting trained properly. They was getting put on unnecessary loads and wasn't ready for it, and that will cause a couple of my injuries. So you have to build your platform, and you build your platform by watering the garden after you chopped up the soil and planted your seeds, if that makes sense. That's how the body is. You tear it down, then you give it water and nutrients and stuff that it needs, and then you let the new stress and trauma you put on it take root, right? A lot of us think that we have to train the same body part 2 or 3 times a week. That might be true if you've been training for 20, 30, 40 years, okay? And you're just not seeing gains. But if you're going to do that, you have to sacrifice other body parts for that week of training. If you go in there and train every body part 3 times a week, you're going to run the risk of overtraining. Now, if you're doing one body part per week, you can probably get away with training that motherfucking body part at least 7 times. All right, you can do it once every damn day. And then the following week or 2, give it off and hit another body part. Yes, you're going to build muscle fast, but it's going to be a tedious process, because you're not going to be able to hit a lot of other body parts if you're frying one area of your body so much so that you can't, make ends meet. You can't put any weight on that area. I know I should have passed this motherfucker. This motherfucker doing fucking 30 in a 45. And I started to. I hate slow driving motherfuckers, man. Speed limit 45. And I think when you get to a certain age, if you know you can't drive a seat, you shouldn't be fucking driving. You shouldn't be fucking driving. And I mean, they driving so fucking slow. You came around that goddamn fucking traffic circle back there fast, and then now you want to sit up here and drive fucking 30. Ain't gonna smile when I pass out. Get your slow driving that out the motherfucking way. But anyway, I just wanted to rant that. Like I said, I'll be in the gym, I'll be training, and I'll just be listening. I'll be listening, and I'm taking notes every day. I'm gonna start really posting some of that stuff in my Discord. I just really want to go through, proofread a lot of stuff. And you have to know how to train. And like I say, it's you watering the garden. If you lower the amount of volume you put on certain muscles, they'll grow. If you want your chest to grow, lower the weight and do volume on the chest. Train it maybe once a week, give it a try, and then see what happens. If you're not seeing any growth, increase the weight, cut the sets down, and then train it twice a week, and then see what happens. People like Greg do sets up there and say, well, if you train it twice a week, 3 times a week, you have more chances for growth opportunities. That's not necessarily true. Because why? If you're training other parts of your body, they too need that growing time. So if you're not giving your body enough time to rest, guess what? You're not going to grow as fast as you think you is. And people that take steroids are going to grow exponentially. And so they can get away with training it more. They're taking the steroids. Natural bodybuilders and people that lift weights like me, natural powerlift, don't care if you're just natural, you're not taking any exogenous drugs like steroids and PEDs, you're gonna need rest. Rest, R-E-S-T, you're going to need it. That's why I program in deloads. After 10 weeks, I take a 2-week sabbatical from training. After 5 weeks, I take a week off of resistance training and do about 4 days of just cardio. Why? I want my muscular skeleton to get a break. And when I do cardio, it just mainly increases my activity around the house. Staying active, motion is lotion. Or I go outside and actually walk in the sun, or I'll walk on the treadmill, very low impactful cardio. Because I'm gonna be eating during that time frame, and I know I'm gonna be probably in a surplus. I'm not doing the amount of training that I normally do. So I make sure to do some type of walking. When I do the 2 weeks, I make sure 1 week is a cardio week, and then I take a week off. Don't do shit. That's my recovery for my ligaments and tendons and joints and all that. I take that week off. When I started to do that, I started to grow. I started to see the changes because the body needs rest. So no, you don't build muscle in the gym. You build it after you tear them down, and then you give your body the rest and the nutrients that it needs to grow. It's not gonna grow if you're constantly beating it up. You need to rest. It's like kids. Think about it like this. I'm gonna be done talking. Kids grow while they sleep. That's why babies like to take long naps. They are growing. They don't grow while they're up. They grow while you sleep. Your body is like that. It grows. Your body does so much repair. That's why a lot of you guys and women out there, when you get done training and you train for like 5 or 6 days, and then the following week you feel like shit, you're mad at the motherfucking world, you don't know what's going on, you're easily irritated. Why? Because your nervous system ain't had time to recover from this trauma you've been putting it through. That's why people like Vegan Gains and people like that stay irritated and mad and depressed all the time. That's why. That's why people like Greg Doucette, even though he's on steroids, he's always hurting, his lower back hurt, he's tired, and this, that. Because, why? Why is that? You constantly work out every day. Take a week off. It's not gonna fucking kill you. You're human. You're not a fucking robot. You need some fucking time off. So I just had to say something, man. Yes, rep ranges matter, but all rep ranges will build a form of muscle if you're getting the proper rest, stress management, and nutrition after you leave the gym. You need to either be in a surplus or at maintenance. I prefer you to be in a surplus if you want to build some muscle. You can do it in the deficit, but it's gonna be very hard. And if you're gonna build in the deficit, I mean you got a lot of body fat you're trying to convert over for usable energy to build some muscle. Because carbohydrates has a protein sparing effect on the body, the way you can save muscle and actually build a little bit of muscle. But that's all you need to know. That's how you build fucking muscle. Some of you guys in the gym don't know shit. I swear. I don't be saying that because it's not my lane to get in, because I don't work at the gym. I work out at the gym, and you know, a lot of those guys don't know that there's people like me in there that's listening, that's training, like, you're training this person wrong. You're gonna hurt that fucking person. You're gonna have that person not want to come back and work out because the person can see results as fast as you're claiming that person's gonna see it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm out, guys. Peace.